Good morning, welcome to art class. I'm gonna just wait a few minutes for people to log on. I'm excited to see everybody and for us to do some drawing and coloring today. I don't see anybody on yet, so I'm just gonna hang out for a little while and wait for you guys to join me. Oh, Mr. Sontag's with me, yay! Hi, Mr. Sontag, welcome to art class. It's great to see you. I hope that Mr. Sontag is gonna join us with our draw along today, and maybe I'll log in at, I think, 3 o'clock for his music lesson and do some sing-alongs with him too. Looks like a couple more people are joining. Welcome, everybody. Just waiting a few minutes for people to join us. Today you guys are joining me in my house. We're actually in my baby's nursery right now. I'm having a baby girl. I promised the students I would tell them when we got back from spring break if it was a boy or a girl, so I'm excited to share that news with you all. My phone is suction cupped to a window right now. That's the best setup we could think of. So please let me know if the lighting is off or if there's anything that I can change in the future for these videos. Oh, hi Preston, welcome, nice to see you. And I see the Pruitts are on. Hi Caleb. Guys, today we're going to be doing a drawing and we're gonna color our drawing in. So if you wanna take this time while we're waiting for people to log on to grab any kind of paper and drawing utensil, I'll just be using a black marker on white paper, and then I'm gonna use other markers just like these to color in. So if you have crayons or colored pencils at home, that'll totally work. Watercolors even, you can go in and color your drawing. Oh, hi Alana, welcome to art class. Nice to see you, friend. Just a few housekeeping things before we get started with our project. The first is that at the beginning of this week, our plan as resource teachers was to upload videos to a YouTube channel that would be shared with families via email from your homeroom teachers. But our plan has changed, and as of now, we are going to be doing live Facebook videos. The art class will take place every day at 10 a.m. Today I'm hosting, and tomorrow Miss McCown will host, and then we'll go back and forth. Mr. Sontag and Miss Santiago are also doing daily live videos. I'm not sure about Miss Cooley and Coach T, how they're doing their videos, but I know as of this week, they have uploaded their videos to the YouTube channel. So at the end of this video, I'll flip my camera around and show the name of the YouTube channel so that you guys can all access that, because our inspiration for our art project today is actually from Miss Cooley's garden video, which is beautiful. It's about 20 minutes long. It's a great walk through the garden, so I encourage you all to watch that after this video or later today if you haven't seen it already. Let's see, our plan for today, like I said, we're going to be doing a drawing of some pollinators from the farm that are inspired by Miss Cooley's video. So go ahead if you haven't yet. I'm just giving everybody some time to log on and to gather your materials. You're just going to need a piece of paper, something to draw with, just like yesterday, but today we're gonna take some time to color our picture in. We heard some feedback back from parents that you guys maybe would like to see some videos other than drawing, so our intention was that we were gonna do only drawing so everybody could participate. We don't know what materials you have at home, but we'll, starting probably next week, we'll start getting into some different types of materials and tools, some watercolor, cutting and gluing, so maybe that will give you the weekend. If you don't have scissors and glue sticks at home, maybe you guys can try to gather some of those things so that you guys can participate. And if you don't have those materials for future videos, you guys can always come back to these videos or do the videos at a later date. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is we have an art Instagram. I will show you at the end of this video the handle for that Instagram so you guys can follow along with us. That's the easiest way for Miss McCown and I to stay in contact with you guys. We've been sharing the photos that families have been sending us of their students' artwork. We love seeing what you guys are making, so thank you so much for sending those in to us. Just want to say hey to anybody else who's logged in. Let's see, hi Cassie, I see you. Hi Miss Rains, and hi Miss Ariana. It's great to see you guys. Welcome to art class. So we're going to start with the Calm Classroom, and then we are going to draw our pollinators. We're going to color them, and then I'll say goodbye. So I think it looks like people are mostly logged on now, and you should have your materials. If you need to go get your materials while we do the Calm Classroom, then that's fine too. I do not have the Calm Classroom book with me, but I'm going to do Bell Focus and just kind of try to remember the script. Okay? So we're just going to take a moment before we get started to calm our bodies and calm our minds. So you guys can sit up straight and tall, roll your shoulders back. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. Feel the air moving in and out of your nose. If any thoughts pass through your mind, you can let them float away. I'm going to ring the bell 3 times, and you can just focus on the sound of the bell and on your breathing. Bring your attention back to your breathing. Take a deep breath in, hold, then exhale slowly. Notice how you feel, and slowly open your eyes. All right, thank you for joining me in that Calm Classroom. Now we're gonna get started on our drawing. So give me a second, and I'm gonna pull my easel closer to the camera so you all can see. Okay, I think this is my good marker. So in Miss Cooley's, see if I can see you too. In Miss Cooley's video that she made this week, we go on a walk through the garden. During that video, we noticed 2 beautiful little critters, some pollinators that are on the farm. We see a bee, and we also see a snail. The bee is collecting nectar out of a flower, and the snail is slowly moving across the ground. So today for our drawing, we're going to draw the bee and the snail. Okay, we're gonna start with the bee. The bee flies in the sky, so we're gonna put it up here. It'll take up pretty much the whole top half of your paper. Okay, so we're gonna start with the bee's head. It's a circle, a little bit larger than a quarter, in the top left corner of our paper. Okay, great job drawing your circle. Now we're going to make the bee's body. The bee's body is an oval that will extend out from the head. Remember, in art class, there is no wrong way and there's no such thing as perfect. So if your bee looks different than my bee, that is totally okay, and that's actually good. That's what makes us all artists, is that we don't have 2 drawings that look exactly the same. Okay, we can do the bee's wing next. The bee's wing is gonna kind of be a curved line, comes up, hugs the top of our paper, and then comes back down. Okay, it's kind of like a shape of a bean. Bees have stripes, so we're gonna make a few curved lines, kind of like a backwards letter C, going from the top of our paper to the bottom of our paper. Remember, when we have an object that is round, like a bee's body, and we can give it lines that are curved to show the roundness of the shape. If we made those lines straight up and down, it would make our bee look really flat. But when we give it curved lines like this, it helps the object look round in your drawing. I see that Zach has joined us and Jake Jenkins. Hello, friends. Oh, hi, Alina, my friend. Good morning. I see Miss Wagaman is on. Hi. And Zakari. Oh, Zakari, I miss you. And Nancy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to art class. Okay, so we've done our bee's head, wing, and body. We're going to move on and do, let's give our bee some life and give it its eye. The bee's eye is just going to be a larger circle with a little dot in the middle. When we drew our faces on our YouTube videos earlier this week, we did our eyes in a similar way. A circle with that little dot in the middle for the pupil. Hi, Mark Robles. Welcome to art class. Okay, my bee is happy. It's flying around Very Good Farms. So I'm going to give him a little smile. You can also give your bee some little antennas. Antennas could be straight lines or they could be curly lines like the two I just gave my bee. Bees also have a little stinger on their bottom, so you can draw a triangle at the back of your bee to be its little stinger. Sometimes when we see bees, we're afraid of their stingers, but it's important to remember that the bees do not want to hurt us. That's not their job. Their job is to help us by gathering nectar from plants and pollinating other plants. So the bees help us keep all of our vegetables and fruits alive on the farm. So we're grateful for bees. Hi, Miss McCown. Welcome to art class. I see Will Phelan is joined and Sean Klein is here. Hello, hello. Hi, Sarah. Sarah's from Lake City. Welcome. We love having friends join our art class. All right, guys, so we have our bee drawn. The next animal that we're going to do is a snail. So for our snail, and in Miss Cooley's video, we saw a beautiful snail and it moves so slow across the garden. For our snail, we are going to draw a straight line near the bottom of our paper. It's going to take up almost the whole length of the paper. Hi, George. Welcome. Hi, Leanne. I love having people of all different ages joining our art class today. Our bee took up the top half of our paper. The snail is going to take up the bottom half. Okay? Our snail is going to face the opposite direction. So the bee is kind of flying this way and our snail is going to fly that way. So for our snail's head, we're going to make a curved line. Just like that. Okay, don't bring it all the way back. It's okay if you have done that and brought it all the way back, that's all right. But we're gonna go ahead and add its shell that kind of overlaps its sluggish body at the bottom, okay? So we'll go ahead and start that now. The shell is going to be one large spiral shape, and a spiral is like kind of like a circle that doesn't end. It keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So we'll start right here by the snail's neck. And make a big circle. And instead of closing my circle, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller, till I get to the center. I made a really big shell for my snail. Some snails have small shells, some snails have big shells. So however you're drawing your shell is perfectly fine. For those of you who are joining us now, or if you came in mid-drawing, that's totally fine. Once I'm finished with the video, I'll republish it. You'll be able to go back and start at the beginning, okay? And you can also pause the video where you need to. I'm just connecting the sluggish bottom of the snail right here. And then let's give our snail some life also by giving it a smile. And instead of giving it eyes here, I'm gonna give our snail a straight line up with a circle on top for his first eye. A straight line up with a circle on top. And that dot in the center for its second eye. So we're finished with our bee and our snail drawing. I'm going to take some time to color my snail and my bee in. Okay, if you guys have drawing material or coloring materials at home, I'm just using basic washable markers. But if you have colored pencils or crayons or watercolors even, you guys can color this however you want to. If you don't have coloring materials at home, you can always save this drawing and color it later. You can bring it to school where we have some of those materials, or maybe you guys can get some over the weekend or something. Let's see. Hi, Wyatt. Nice to see you. So our bee is going to have stripes that are black and yellow, and every other space is black and yellow. I'm going to try to make my bee look kind of similar to how the bee looks in Miss Cooley's garden video and how bees look in real life with the black and yellow. But you know what? If your bee is a little bit funky and it wants to be all the colors of the rainbow, then you can let your bee tell you what color it wants to be. Okay, there's no wrong way. This is just a fun exercise to help us keep up our drawing skills and stay connected as a community. Now I can see that my markers are running dry. I'll have to get some more markers this weekend too. Miss McCown and I have loved seeing everybody's feedback from the art projects that you've already done this week. We got some great pictures of self-portraits and the St. Patrick's Day rainbow that you all made yesterday with Miss McCown. Please continue to send those images to us, pictures of you guys working along with the video and also pictures of your artwork at the end. We love to see them. It's so encouraging to see your faces. And also, we like to share them on our Instagram page so that your friends and classmates can see them also, and your teachers, your homeroom teachers, they can see your artwork too. What do you think the bee and the snail could be saying to each other? Maybe the bee is saying, you gotta get some of this pollen over here. It's so tasty. Come on and get some of this nectar, snail. And the snail saying, no, I'm going over to my favorite orange tree over here. Maybe they're gonna go visit different plants in the farm. Let's see, in the wing I might do kind of like a web design. So I'll just do some wiggly lines, wavy lines. I don't really know how a bee's wing looks, but I imagine it might be something like this. I'm just doing lines that go diagonal and vertical. Maybe I'll do one big line all the way across. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. And you guys can do exactly the same thing. I don't know, maybe his wing looks broken now, but that's okay. There's no wrong way. I think I might give my bee a yellow head. Maybe the bee is saying to the snail, don't forget to wash your hands. And the snail saying, I'm going home. Just like we're all home right now and we're all washing our hands and staying safe, staying clean. Okay, I feel like I'm finished with my bee for now. The snail that Miss Cooley and I saw on the farm had kind of a tan shell, and its body was like the color of a booger. It was like kind of mushy, greenish brown, kind of gross. I don't have those colors in markers. In our washable marker sets, they give us a brown, but they don't give us those kind of earthy tan colors. So if you have color pencils or drawing materials that you would like to use to hi Miss Morrow, I see you. If you have those kind of coloring materials that you want to make this look realistic, then you can. I think I'm just gonna have some fun with whatever colors I have available. I might make a little pattern in my snail. So some of maybe our secondary students, transition, post-grad, intermediate, and elementary, really any of you are totally capable of making a pattern. So on this outer line, I'm gonna make these dots. But sometimes in art, it's nice not to have to do a specific pattern. Maybe you just wanna color the whole thing your favorite color. Maybe you want to incorporate words and write words inside of your snail. You guys can get creative with this. This is just kind of a basic outline and idea for you, but we want to see how you can take the project and make it your own, make it real creative. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll do some green. So I feel like I did basically my whole outer circle with these dots. Now I'm going to take my green and I'm going to make some lines. Sometimes when we draw or when we're making art, we can make our pieces look more realistic with the colors from nature, and sometimes we can do like what we're doing here and make them kind of funky. I don't think that I'm totally happy with the green, so I'm going to go back in and do a zigzag line in between every straight line. Sometimes when we're drawing, we have an idea and we try it, and then we say, I want to add to it, or I want to change it a little bit. That's called trusting the process, and that's kind of what we're all doing in life right now. We might not know exactly what tomorrow is going to look like, but we're going to trust the process and just see where life takes us, just like our drawing. All right, let's see. What pattern should I do for this next circle? Maybe I'll do some hearts to symbolize how much I love y'all and I miss you so much. I'm moving kind of quickly, but when this video is finished, you guys will be able to go back and pause it, rewatch different parts. It'll be saved onto the school's Facebook page, so you guys will be able to access it. Let's see, you know what? Maybe I'll make my snail match my bee for the inside, and I'll do some yellow and black stripes for this inside part. Hi, Miss Selman. Welcome to art class. Oh, and is that the Swandas? Hi, John. Hi, Miss Swanda. Hope you all are well. Maybe you all can hang on to this drawing while you watch Miss Cooley's YouTube video, which I will show you how to get to that when we're finished drawing. If you watch Miss Cooley's video, which has inspired this drawing, you'll see a bee and you'll see a snail. And so maybe while she's showing you different plants, you can draw those plants around your animals. She will show you some cabbage plants, which kind of look like this right now. They're huge. There are some little ones like this, but there are some really big ones too. Those are those green plants around the track. So maybe you can incorporate some images that you see. Miss Cooley will also show you some blueberries. So the blueberry, I don't have a brown right now, but the blueberries are on kind of a bush like this. And they have a little white flower. I'll use a black marker. Some of them have little white flowers that kind of hang down like this. I don't know if you guys can see that very clearly. I'm just doing like an upside down U shape to show the blueberry flowers. You guys don't have to incorporate this in your drawing. I'm just saying maybe when you're watching Miss Cooley's video, you can think about the different plants that are on the farm, which is where the bee and the snail are right now. That's where they live, on very good farms. Oh, Zakari, I see your comment that you're so calm right now. You know what? I'm so calm right now too. Isn't that amazing, the power of art, that it can help us become calm and become centered? It's also really calming for me to know that you all are joining me for this draw along. Thinking about my friends. Let's see. There are some nasturtium on the farm. Nasturtium have big circular leaves. They almost look like dollar weeds that grow in most of our yards here in Florida. So I'll just do some of those. And then they have these gorgeous orange flowers that you can eat. And the flowers are really good in salads. They have kind of a spice to them, kind of like cinnamon maybe. So I'm just kind of filling up time right now for those of you who are still coloring. And giving you this idea that maybe while you're watching Miss Cooley's video, you can add some of these plants that you'll see on the farm, okay? So from here, you guys can continue to make it your own. If you want to make little speech bubbles to show what your animals are saying to each other, then could be a great idea. There's no wrong way, and we just can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So please share your comments on the videos, send us emails to Miss McCown and I. We'd love to see your work. Also, the art Instagram page is a great way to stay in contact with the two of us, and we will be sharing student artwork on that so that you guys can see what your friends have made as well. Okay, so one more thing before I show you guys that list and say goodbye. Something that I'm trying to practice during this kind of crazy time is to think of one thing every day that I'm grateful for. So for me, I'm very grateful today for technology because we have the power to hook up our phones or our computers and connect with each other. We are able to communicate still via Facebook and email. Doing these live videos, it really helps us stay connected as a community and lift our spirits. And Zachary, like you said, helps us kind of stay calm in a time when, you know, we don't really have a lot of control over our lives, and we're maybe curious about what tomorrow is going to look like and the next day. So this technology really helps us stay connected and together. So I'd also love to hear from you in the comments, or maybe if you're sitting with a parent or a sibling or a friend, you guys can just have a conversation about what you are grateful for today. Thinking about what we're grateful for can help us not focus on what we're fearful of. So let's continue to practice that as a community, and next time I will do a video, we can have that same conversation. So before we go, before I say goodbye, okay, I dropped my phone. Before I go, I'm just gonna turn the camera around if I can. Okay, so I wanted to show you, for this week at least, the YouTube channel, NFSSE Resource Classes, is where you can find, there are 3 art videos, there are some videos of Mr. Sontag singing. Coach has uploaded some workout videos, but the reason why I'm really showing you this is because Miss Cooley's garden video is accessible here. So if you just search this NFSSE Resource Classes into YouTube, then you'll be able to find Miss Cooley's garden video. It's about 20 minutes long. It's a walk through Very Good Farms, and it is wonderful. And I can't wait for you to see the bee and the snail on the video that we drew today. Okay, the next thing is the art Instagram is NFSSE_art. This is where we're sharing videos and pictures of student work. We're also kind of asking questions and taking some polls about what you guys would like us to do. If your students have specific requests, artists they'd like us to talk about, or anything that we can do to support you guys at home, this is a great way to contact us. If you don't have Instagram, that's totally fine. We're here on Facebook, and also my email address is gwilliams@northfloridaschool.org. You guys can send any pictures or anything here also. I'm also really enjoying just hearing from students. So if students, if you want to work that into your schedule to send me and Ms. McCown some emails, we will definitely respond to you. And that's it. All right, guys. I love you. I will see you on Monday. Ms. McCown, you can join Ms. McCown at 10 a.m. tomorrow at her house for another art lesson. All right. Goodbye.